Hello, good afternoon. Obviously, it's a mix of a very difficult game, but very satisfied to be here. Pleased to receive this kind of teams. It's very good for not only for FC Goa, but for Indian football also. But obviously, finally will be 11 against 11, and we will enter in the pitch with the idea to win the game.
Sandesh, your thoughts on the game?
Firstly, good afternoon, everyone. And whatever the coach said, copy paste that. That's what I feel also. But as an athlete, you just want to get on the pitch, and that's what really my thoughts are. I'm just waiting for the game to come, and so as all my teammates, for the game to arrive, and then to have a good game as a team. That's it.
Right, we'll throw the floor open for questions. I request the first few questions for Sandesh. So if any questions are there for Sandesh, yes.
Sandesh, good afternoon. Is this any other match for you as far as preparations are concerned? Do you prepare differently for a team like Al Nassr with so many great players?
I think for every game you play domestically and for the national team, the preparation is different. Because each team plays a different system, they have different players. And I'm a person who relies a lot on preparation. Whether it's if I'm playing someone ranked 170 in the world, or if I'm playing Al Nassr, I put a lot of effort in preparation. And when the team is of Al Nassr stature, of course, they have a lot of players you need to study, different patterns, which our coaching staff has made us aware. And I enjoy preparing a lot, but it varies player to players. Some players want to go purely by instinct and they play in a different way. But personally, I enjoy preparing a lot. And for these games, I've got a few extra minutes, few extra tapes to watch. And yeah, that's pretty much.
We'll take the next question. Yeah.
Sandesh, after the injury, you are playing with the mask. So how it is difficult to play with the mask and the normal games?
Of course, it's different. Anything you put on your body, which is not the usual thing, it's gonna have its pros and cons. The benefit of it wearing is that I protect my cheekbone from breaking again. And the cons is, of course, sometimes, you feel too hot in that mask. The sweat gets stuck here and there. But like I said, everything you put something new on your body is going to have its effects. And as a professional athlete, we have to look beyond those excuses. If it's there, it's there. I can't change it. I want to play. Just continue with it. I can't dwell on it. Oh, I don't feel this way. I don't feel that way. As a professional athlete, no matter what's going on in your personal life or whatever is going on your face here and there, you have to make sure you give your best performance and try to help the team as much you can.
Next question. Yeah.
Sandesh, a lot of players within FC Goa team, they idolize Cristiano. The fact that he's not here, how do the players take it? Are they disappointed that Cristiano is not here?
I can't speak on behalf of all the players, but at least for me, of course you would have enjoyed if you would have come, you want to play against one of the greats of all time. But when the game starts, I think it's more of a story to tell later on that I played against him. But when the game is on, you don't really think, it's him. You just want to make sure you do your job the best way possible. In my case, is to keep a clean sheet. And then it just goes away in your mind. You just want to get the points in the game. And like I said, it's more of about telling 20 years down the line I played against him. It's one of those things. If it's not going to happen, it's okay. They still have a very strong side. And this game is, of course, largely covered around Cristiano's presence. But, still it's a group game. And we want to do well. We want to pick our points. And, try to do our best till the last game to go from the group to the next stage in the knockout.
We'll take one more question for Sandesh.
Hi, Cicero Silva from Hypejaw. Sandesh, there's been a lot of media hype behind this game. And for the domestic players in the team, this is like a defining moment because they'll be playing against some great players. So how do you manage to keep them calm and fearless at the same time?
And the boss can answer that best. You know, he made sure we all focus only on the game, you know. And also as athlete, we know that it's never play the occasion, always play the game. And I think all of us kind of know it. And that's it, you know, we are quite level-headed team and we just trying to focus on doing our job in the best way possible.
Okay, we'll move on to questions for the coach. If you have any questions, yes, over here front.
Coach, given that your opponents have really big players in the team, how big a focus is on the mentality of your boys in terms of the preparations?
Yeah, obviously, if you don't enter in the pitch with a good mentality, it's better stay at home, no? Obviously, they are a great team, they are a big team, but you cannot enter in the pitch already losing 1-0. You need to enter in the pitch with a strong mentality. We know the kind of players that we face tomorrow, but it's a great step. About this, no? I would like to be in one press conference every game. We are in ISL, we are maybe with 2 journalists after one game, maybe 1. Then this is like, I think that Indian football, FC Goa, of course, but Indian football need these kind of games.
Next question, if we see a raise of hands. If there's any questions, yes.
Coach, FC Goa have had a somewhat indifferent start. Played very well at home against Al Zawra. Maybe not so great performance away against Istiklal. 2 matches, no points, no goal. Do you think this is maybe not the best time to take on Al Nassr? Or how do you look at the situation right now in the group?
I think that, I don't know if I told you or not before, no? But I think that there is one game that is, we needed to play preliminary round. And we beat one very good team, very, very good team, with 8-9 players of Oman national team. And if you don't win this game, we wouldn't be here. When we beat them, now we are facing, this is football in all the world. Now, why we don't score 1 goal? Now, why we don't win 1 game? But this is always the life of football, no? We will face the schedule is the schedule, the fixture is the fixture. Yes? Then now, we played a good game against Al Zawra, it's true. I feel that they won because more experience than us. And was not a very bad game, but we could do something more in Tajikistan. And now we face this game against Al Nassr with a hope that we will enter in the pitch and we will have a good performance. I hope that everyone can enjoy. I hope a full stadium. Then should be a good game. It's never a good moment to play against strong teams. Never is a good moment. Even when you are in your best moment, it's not a good moment. But in this case, for me, it's fantastic for everyone in Goa. No?
Next question, yes, sir.
Coach, tomorrow you are playing only the 4th competitive game tomorrow. So your thought on that?
Practically I replied before. The competitive game, yes. The only thing that, another one big difference is that they are playing every week. They are playing every week and they have, even in the FIFA windows, they have some international players because everyone is speaking about the foreigners, but don't forget that they qualify last week with Saudi, with I don't know how many players from Al Nassr in the national team also. Then they are playing constantly. We are 3 months, 3 games. This is the reality. Then competitive game. We will enter in the pitch and we will do our job. And the only thing that we are focusing to do a good job, and our people, our supporters, we want that they are proud of our team.
Next question, yes.
This is Rudra from the bridge. I want to know what your reaction is about Ronaldo not boarding that flight to India.
Doesn't matter my reaction. I think it's the decision of the coach. If I am Jorge Jesus, I think Cristiano is 40 years old. There is a World Cup in the future. He needs to arrive in the best conditions as possible. Then, if I put in that maybe as a journalist you are not thinking about this, if you are in the position of the other coach, for me, it's normal. Obviously, everyone here would like that Cristiano, if he can play this game, better. But they have a lot of good players in the squad, not only Cristiano Ronaldo. But obviously, Cristiano Ronaldo is the most famous player. But not only foreigners and local players are top players in this team. I think that they won they won every single game in the cup, in the league, in the Asian competition, both games. Then, with and without Cristiano.
Right, we'll take two more questions. Here, please. Yeah.
Hi, Coach. Coach, so Al Nassr have a very strong attack. And how do you plan on showing them the defensive? Like, what would be the game plan for tomorrow? Will you play a little bit more defensive, wait for counters?
I won't tell you.
But Coach, how do you see that?
You know, football is defense, attack, and transitions. If we need to defend, we will defend. Even if we don't want to defend close to our box and we need to do it, we will do it. If we have the option to take the ball and go to the, not only counter-attack, keep the ball, we will try to do it. You never know. Sometimes it's the opponent who allow you to do this kind of things. If we have the option to one good counter-attack, we will try. But set pieces, you never know. But it's not about, obviously, that Sandesh told you some minutes ago, there are some things that we prepare different because it's not the same team that when you face one ISL team.
The last question, yes, over there.
Coach, given the team you'll be playing, most people think that the result is already decided, but you have a knack of pulling things out of your hat. If there was one thing that you would want to go right for you tomorrow, what would that be?
Yeah, every time are more difficult, the questions. It's about the best thing would be to win the game. Yes, and if you can play good football. But finally, it's about. It's not only enjoy the party and enter in the pitch only to let's see if I get the jersey after the game. No, we want to be competitive in the game. If we can be competitive, I think that will be very good for us. And competitive doesn't mean lose 4-0. Competitive means that we can fight for something during the game. But again, we know the kind of team that we play tomorrow.
Conference and thank you, Coach. Thank you, Sandesh. I'll just request both of you to stand up and pose for some photos. Okay, if everyone can settle down, we'll begin the pre-match press conference, FC Goa versus Al Nassr. Obviously, we have Al Nassr head coach Jorge Jesus and player Sultan Al Ghanam. Hope I pronounced them correctly, Coach. We'll begin with one question to Coach and Sultan before throwing the floor open for questions. First, we'll do a round of questions from the media for the player. Then we'll move on to questions from the coach. So, coach, first of all, coming to you, please share your thoughts about tomorrow's game.
Okay. Good afternoon. I speak in português. Com muito orgulho que eu, como treinador português, venho jogar a Goa. A história portuguesa tem uma história muito bonita em Goa. E portanto, relembrando dos meus antepassados, tenho muito orgulho em estar aqui. Quanto ao jogo, é um jogo que nós queremos ganhar, como tem sido normal nos outros jogos, para estarmos mais perto da qualificação, com todo o respeito que nós temos pelo nosso rival de hoje.
We'll start with the 2 rounds of translation, please.
فضل ذلك يقول português.
سي يقول لك بفخر كبير كمدرب برتغالي اتيت للعب في جوه.
With a big pride as a Portuguese coach I come here to Goa.
انتم عارفين ان البرتغال كان عندها تاريخ هون وعندها قصه جميله في جوه.
You know that Portugal has a history in this city and a very beautiful story.
بالنسبه للمباراه اتينا للفوز.
About the match we come here to win.
ونحن قريبين من المرور للدور القادم يعني.
And we are very near to qualify.
Okay. We'll move on to a question for Sultan. Please share your thoughts about tomorrow's game.
السلام عليكم مساء الخير.
Good evening everyone.
نشكر الهند على الاستضافة ونادي قوة.
I thank you for accepting us here.
وإن شاء الله الجمهور الهندي يستمتع بمباراة بكرة.
And I hope Indian fans will be enjoyed tomorrow match.
وإن شاء الله نحقق فيها الانتصار بإذن الله.
And we hope that we will win.
شكرا.
Thank you.
Okay, now we'll throw the floor open for questions. First 5 minutes, we'll take questions for Sultan before we move on to questions for the coach. If you have any questions, please raise your hands. Yes, sir. We'll move to him. Please pass.
سؤالي موجه للسيد المدربين السيد خصص. الجماهير تتساءل متى سيشارك رونالدو في دوري أبطال آسيا 2 وشكرا.
My question is for the coach and I wonder when Cristiano will participate in the Asian.
We are first taking questions for Sultan for the
أول
first 5
شيء
minutes.
الأسئلة للسلطان بعدين.
Please convey that.
Ok, sim. Ok. Alex Alain. Cris é um jogador fora da órbita do que é a paixão que todo o mundo tem por ele. E, portanto, nos jogos que nós normalmente jogamos fora da Arábia Saudita, não só porque nós temos que o reservar fisicamente e por isso é que ele não vem a maioria das vezes aos jogos fora da Arábia Saudita, todos os países onde nós vamos jogar, no caso da Índia, Goa, Iraque, sei lá, Hong Kong, onde ele foi, é normal todos quererem a presença dele, mas há outros interesses mais altos que se levantam. E, portanto, nós achamos que o melhor é ele ficar na Arábia Saudita para disputar os jogos também da Champions e os jogos do nosso campeonato.
بالنسبة لكريستيانو لاعب الجميع مغرم بكريستيانو يعني عنده كثير فانات يعني.
About Cristiano, everybody loves Cristiano, you know, and he has a lot of fans.
ونحن في المباريات خارج المملكة العربية السعودية قررنا نريح كريس.
And we decide to get him a rest little bit when we play outside of Saudi Arabia.
محتاجين نحافظ عليه لياقيا.
Because we need to keep his physically, you know.
لا عارفين انه في العراق او في الهند او في هونغ كونغ يعني الجميع يبغى يتصور معه وعنده شعبيه كبيره رونالدو في
I know in Iraq, here in Hong Kong, he has a big popularity. Everybody want to make a photo with him. Everybody want to meet him.
الجميع مهتم فيه.
Everybody is interested in him.
خيرنا بقاءه في الرياض.
We choose to keep him in Riyadh.
ويشارك في المباريات
And he
ونجهزه للمرحله القادمه.
And prepare him for the next period.
Okay, we'll take 3 questions for Sultan first. Maybe you can translate that. Any questions for Sultan? Please raise your hand. Yes, sir, over there.
مساء الخير رياض المناش في الحته الاقتصاديه. سؤال للكابتن سلطان الغنام، ماذا تعد الجماهير النصراويه في مباراه اليوم والمباريات المقبله؟ السؤال الثاني، ماذا تعد الجماهير النصراويه في مباراه اليوم؟
ماذا تعد؟
He asked Sultan what he promised to his fans.
السؤال الثاني للسيد جيسوس.
And second question is for coach.
كيف سيتعامل السيد جيسوس مع ضغط المباريات خصوصا اذا علمنا ان
How he will deal with the pressure of the matches in the short period.
خصوصا اذا علمنا ان الفريق يخوض 4 مباريات في 3 مسابقات مختلفه.
Especially we know that Nasser participate in the 3 competitions.
خلال 11 يوم تقريبا في 3 يخوض 4 مباريات مهمه في 3 مسابقات خلال 11 يوم.
He has in 16 days 4 matches very important in 3 different competitions.
4 jogos nos dias, 4 jogos muito importantes. O primeiro para o Sultan, o segundo para o Semestre. اللي كنت السؤال الاول
مساء النور. ان شاء الله
Good evening.
نوعدهم بالاستمرار بالانتصارات باذن الله.
We promise you to continue winning
وتحقيق البطولات باذن الله.
and make achievement and
بالنسبه للمدرب صح؟
Bom, nós temos uma experiência de lidar com jogar jogos de 2 em 2 dias, 3 em 3 dias. Neste momento, do princípio da época, não é um problema e, portanto, nós sabemos gerir a equipa e é isso que vamos continuar a fazer e amanhã vamos fazer isso com alguns jogadores.
بيقول بالنسبة لنا عندنا خبرة كبيرة لإدارة المباريات يومين بعد يومين مباراة أو 3 أيام بعد 3 أيام مباراة.
About us, we have a lot of experience to manage matches. Every 2 days, 2 matches, 3 days. We have enough experience to manage that.
بالنسبة للشيء هذا ما عندنا ولا مشكل يعني في إدارة.
So for us, there is no problem about that.
عارفين ندور الفريق.
We know how to circle the team.
وهذا اللي بنسويه بكرة يعني.
And this is what we are going to do tomorrow.
ندور الفريق يعني.
Some players, we are circling.
Okay, next question. Maybe we can see some hands from this side. Yes, sir. Yeah. Please wait for the mic.
Yeah. Cicero Silva from Hivejaw. Sultan, you're one of the most experienced players in the squad. And given that there has been a lot of media attention for this game and it's a new conditions, what is your message for the squad?
Pergunta para o Sultan. Ele é o mais jogador que tem experiência na equipa.
عم بيقول انه انت من اكثر اللاعبين خبره وبتجذب الاعلام والاهتمام الاعلامي، فشو رسالتك بالنسبه لمباراه بكره؟
ان شاء الله راح يستمتع الجمهور الهندي بهذه المباراه.
I'm sure that Indian fans they will be enjoying tomorrow.
معروف دولة الهند مين معروفة بكرة القدم؟
I think India is not very popular with football.
لكن راح يستمتع بكرة القدم.
But everybody will enjoy tomorrow.
مع نادي النصر بإذن الله.
With Nasser team.
Okay, next question. If we can see some raise of hands, yes, please.
So, hi Sultan, my name is Jonathan De Silva. So, first of all, welcome to Goa. And as a right back, how do you find sit in tomorrow's position? I mean, like, coach always tries to play a little more attacking. And do you like playing more of attacking as a right back or as a more of defensive role for the team?
انت بتحب تشارك هجوميا اكثر
Sultan. Mr. gosta muito de
يعني
atacar.
بتحب
E
دفاعيا
ele está a
اكثر
perguntar para o
هجوميا
Sultan
اكثر
se
دورك
gosta muito
كيف
de
راح يكون بكره؟
defender.
عم يسالوا عن دور
atacar
سلطان
mais.
بكره كيف راح يكون هجومي اكثر دفاعي اكثر بالنسبه لمباراتنا.
اكيد هذا شيء يخص المدرب.
Of course this is a decision of coach.
يبغاني اهاجم،
If
يبغاني
he
ادافع.
want me participate more offensively,
وتعرف انت تلعب نادي كبير.
we are big team.
دائما تكون في الهجوم.
دائما ايش؟
فكر الهجوم.
So big teams always think offensively.
فراح اكون ان شاء الله
So
راح اهاجم كثير وراح اصنع.
I think that I will participate more offensively tomorrow.
Right. We'll take 3 more questions. If we can see some raise of hands. Any other questions?
حد عنده سؤال؟
Okay, if there are no questions, okay, we have one question coming up. Apologies, coach.
Hi Sultan, this is Shornabo from Pixel Sports. You have been part of the team for a long time, long before the European superstars came. So what has been the, what can I say, the impact of the European superstars on the team?
ما فهمت أنا. The hearing is very, you know, there is a echo of sound.
Impact of the European superstars in the team. What has been the impact of the European superstars in the team? For the minister, for the coach, for Sultan.
عم يقول له ايش؟
دور اسمه شو تفكيرك في الكرة الأوروبية؟ الاحتراف الأوروبي.
هذا السؤال؟
What is the impact of the European?
لا شو تأثير اللاعبين الأوروبيين عنا في الدوري؟ ما تأثير اللاعبين الأوروبيين عنا في الدوري؟
اكيد تاثير كبير.
Of course there is a big impact.
الحين الدوري السعودي صار من اقوى الدوريات بالعالم.
Now Saudi League is one of the strongest among the world.
وراح تتطور الكرة السعودية بإذن الله.
And Saudi football is developing.
Okay. Any other questions? If okay, second last question, coach. Second last, we said 3 questions. Yeah.
Can you tell us what you know about FC Goa before the draw and after the draw, when you all were grouped in FC Goa? What you know about the team?
For whom is question?
For coach.
For coach. شو بيعرف عن تاريخ جوا قبل ما يعني يتأهل؟ ماذا يعرف عن
Eu já tive a oportunidade, na minha primeira introdução, de falar um pouco da história dos portugueses em Goa. Tive a oportunidade, quando era adolescente, na escola me ensinarem que tivemos um grande homem que conquistou, na altura, o mundo, chamado Vasco da Gama, que foi um dos homens que chegou a Goa com o nome e com a bandeira de Portugal. Portanto, sei a história como português. Tenho orgulho no meu antepassado e sinto muito feliz de hoje e amanhã poder fazer um jogo em Goa.
In the beginning, I had the opportunity and spoke about the history of Goa with Portugal. I remember when I was young in school, they taught us. They taught us that Vasco da Gama, one of great men during history, he discovered Goa for the European. And I'm so happy to be here representing Portugal and leading a match here against Goa.
The last question, if we can see some hands. Yes.
No, one.
Yeah, last.
Coach, good afternoon. This is Marcus from the Times of India. Everybody feels that Al Nassr are one of the strongest team in the AFC. Everybody feels Al Nassr are one of the strongest teams in the AFC Champions League too. it is a team that is good enough to compete and even win the AFC Elite. How do you convince or motivate the players to give their best every time, especially when you face weaker teams?
Ele está a dizer que toda a gente agora sabe que o Nasser é uma grande equipa. Como é que o trabalho que vai ter o Mister para continuar?
Bom,
Principalmente para o João Félix.
Nós, como equipa, ainda somos uma equipa que estamos a crescer. Somos uma equipa que estamos a dar os primeiros passos e, portanto, temos muito ainda para aprender e a pouco vamos tentar que o Al Nassr, com a qualidade que tem individual dos seus jogadores, possam passar em todos os campos, não só na Arábia Saudita, mas também fora da Arábia Saudita, todo o seu valor, de forma que faça do Al Nassr uma grande equipa.
بيقول احنا كفريق قاعد نتطور كثير، فريق النصر قاعد يتطور كثير في المدة الأخيرة.
We as a Nasser, we are improving very well in the last period.
بس في البداية قاعدين نسوي في الخطوات الأولى، لسه في بداية الخطوات الأولى.
And we are still in the very first beginning steps.
عندنا كثير أشياء محتاج نتحسن فيها.
We still have a lot to improve.
النصر باللاعبين الأجانب واللاعبين السعوديين الموجودين عندهم إمكانيات كبيرة.
Nasser with local and international player has a very big, capacity.
قاعدين نتطور ونشتغل يوم في يوم.
And we are improving day by day, working day by day.
والنصر بيتوج بالبطولات.
And Nasser will be crowned.
Okay. Coach and Sultan, I'll request you both to stand up and pose for some photos with the ball, please.
Thank you. See you tomorrow.